Well, hello, and welcome to the show. Oh, my hair is a giant mess. Oh, well. Ooh. Hey, there we go. Hello, Zach.
Oh.
How is it going?
Pretty good.
So, yeah, we're back this week. Somebody, well, both of us, but somebody was missing last week. I wonder who that could have been. I'll give you a hint. It wasn't me. Oh, now he's gotten really quiet. He's not going to talk about it. Okay, I can't hear you if you are talking.
Hello?
Hey, there we go. What were you saying?
Have anything to say?
I see. Yeah, so what's new? Things are getting crazy in Iowa. Yeah. So, they have announced that we are reclosing some things here in our state.
Yep.
So that's happening, and I know like some of the areas in southern Minnesota are starting to do that too. The city of Rochester is going all distance learning, closing all their schools. So, yay! What a fun time we live in, right?
Yeah.
Oh man. So, anyway, yeah, I don't want to get like too downer or like all that stuff on this show because that's not what this is about. But anyway, I think it's important for us to talk about some of those things. So anyway, what else is new is these my headphones. They have finally after like 3 or 4 years, I've retired my old pair of headphones. So so these are what I was using. These are the Sony X headphones. Look at how big these things are.
I actually kind of would like a new pair myself.
Yeah, so these are the Sony X headphones right here, right? There you go.
Oh, those don't look like they are desirable for me.
So the ear cups inside are starting to fall apart. I probably could figure out a way to fix those. They're not really designed to be fixed though.
Yeah, and you know what? I hate that, actually. That's something that really grinds my gears.
You will, if you don't care a ton about like bass and other things like that. So the headphones that I am wearing now.
I care for sound quality.
Okay, well, anyway, I mean these aren't horrible. So these headphones that I have on now, these are the Sony MDR 7506s. They're not the most like awesome looking headphones in the world. They're probably about 20 years old, the style at least. But they are a style of headphone that you will find in almost every radio studio across the country.
Is that why you have them?
Well, that's part. That's part of it, yeah. So these, like my over-the-ear, I mostly use when we're doing the show and things like that. If I'm listening to actual music or things, I will use earbuds.
Oh, yeah, I can't stand earbuds.
I actually really like them. I think they're comfortable, or at least the styles that I have. So anyway, but no, these are nice. Oh yeah. So by the way, you know about how big my room is, right? The camera doesn't do it any justice. Yeah. I'm gonna stand up for a second here. So I'm still fine. And
oh my gosh, what do you do with all that cord?
Well, so I mean, if you're in a studio environment or something like that, you know, moving around.
I suppose, I don't know. Personally, I would find that cord quite obnoxious.
I thought I was going to find it obnoxious as well, but no, it's really not. It's on one side here, which is nice because you don't get all tangled up in it. And it really isn't that bad. The only thing, though, about these headphones that I didn't care for, and it was a really easy fix. Let's see if I can find them. Here we go. Was the ear cups. So these are the ones that come with it, and they're pretty thin. Now here's the thing about this, though, is that these headphones have been around for so long that there is a wide assortment of like different ear cups and other things available for them.
So how do you take them out?
The ear cups?
Yeah.
They just pull apart, and then you just kind of
see if I can do that on mine. I would like to replace them.
So, yep, you just pull them off and fit them around. And I don't know where it went. See, this is nice. I can move around the room without having to worry about how long my cable is. I don't know where it went, but in the box, there is a diagram of every single component on the headphones with like part numbers that I'm pretty sure I could order from Sony. To like fix these if they ever broke for some reason. Which is kind of amazing. You don't find that anymore. Like anywhere. So, sound quality on these are designed to try to give you as true of a sound as possible. So they don't really overdo the mids, the highs, everything is pretty flat and level. Like I said, really the idea behind them is to try to give you the most accurate sound possible. So anyway, so I definitely noticed like more bass out of the Sony X's that I used to have versus these, but they're still a good headphone. And I mean, there's a reason that they've been around for as long as they have, because you know, they're built well. Like I said, they don't look fancy or anything like that, but they're built well. So anyway, so yeah, so that's new. And I'm still getting used to these. But yeah, anyway. I did find the original like pads that were on these though not very comfortable, and that's why I've already swapped them out. But these ones are a little bit thicker, so they make the headphones a little bit nicer to wear. But yeah, anyway, so that's new. And I guess I don't know what else. What's new with you?
Nothing.
You and Joe, every time I ask you guys, what's going on? What's new? Nothing.
Well, I mean, it's kind of true.
What do you people do? Do you have no life?
Things.
Things. So. Anyway, so yeah.
I just don't like talking about things that I do because I think they're all boring. Whatever.
You sit in front of your computer and just play games all day.
That is not true.
It's partially true.
I actually sit in front of my work computer all day, all the time, mostly.
Oh, so the other thing I did is, when I bought these, I went on a little mini shopping spree too on Amazon. So I ordered a inline. Well, actually, first I ordered a Y splitter. So it's got an aux jack on one end and then two, 1/8" jacks on the other. So headphone inputs, right? And so one of those connects into my big pair of speakers that are on the desk. And then the other one goes to an auxiliary cable that comes into a little inline volume controller that is attached to the side of my set of drawers next to me here. And then I'm able to plug the headphones directly into that and have a volume knob on it.
I see.
So this is really nice, because before I used to have to plug like an extension cable into the main speakers, and then that would run across over to here on the side where I plug the headphones in, and if I needed to adjust the volume, I'd have to like reach over and like do it on the speakers. So this is much nicer. So yeah. Anyway, so that's new too. Anyway. Yeah. So what do we got on deck for today? Let's see here. Oh yeah. So we're gonna talk about this. Some Apple servers went down the other day, and people were having trouble launching apps. We'll talk about why that is. We've talked about Ring doorbells before, Zach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some of them have been spontaneously combusting.
Oh. That's awfully unfortunate.
Of course, your Microsoft news. You're not going to believe what they invented. Well, they didn't really invent it, but what they created. And YouTube had some problems the other day. We'll talk about that, and we might dive into the a little bit of news about the new Apple Silicon Macs that are. I guess they've released some of them already. But anyway, with that said, let's roll our intro. So yeah, this is kind of scary. Well, not yeah. It doesn't make me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. So Mac users couldn't launch apps the other day because Apple verification servers were down.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
There's DRM on apps that you download?
Kind of. So, from what my understanding is, we'll read more about what's up in the article here.
Requires a verification every time.
But apparently,
so stupid.
Apparently, what happens is that anytime you open an app on Mac OS, it goes out to Apple servers and tells them what your IP address is, what time you opened it, what you opened.
Bad.
I agree.
Bad. That's really bad.
I agree. So many Mac users reported that their computers have been running slower than usual on Thursday, including a number of systems at The Verge, with apps launching slowly or not at all alongside other Apple service issues. And it appears that the problem is due to many people rushing to download macOS Big Sur, which was officially released the other day. Now that's Apple's latest version of macOS for your Macs. Which in turn seems to have crashed Apple's OCSP, Online Certificate Status Protocol, service, which is used for several key aspects of macOS, including validating digital certificates for both Apple and third-party software on the Mac. Okay, like, Windows does this too with certificates and things like that, but not to the level that, it's funny. It's funny that Apple is like, oh, we do all this stuff for your protection and privacy. And yet,
just like they got rid of the chargers for the environment. Oh, but wait. They have a new fast charging thing that you'll need a new charger for.
Yeah. The cable that they included in the box is probably one that you likely don't have. Yeah, that was just a small detail right there. Just a small detail that was overlooked. And you wonder why I've decided I don't want to buy Apple products anymore. Like, Windows does its load of, sending telemetry data back to Microsoft, right? So I don't know. It's becoming more of this culture now where do you actually really own your devices or are you really just renting them?
They don't want you to own anything.
Well, you don't own the operating system. You get a license to use it, but you don't own it. Yeah. So anyway,
and that's why I don't have. That's why I don't lose any sleep at night. by doing things to it that Microsoft wouldn't want me to do to prevent them from doing what they want to it that I don't want them to do.
So anyway, Jeff Johnson on Twitter posted, "Hey Apple users, if you're now experiencing hangs launching apps on the Mac, I figured out the problem using Little Snitch. Its trusted connection to ocsp.apple.com. Denying that connection fixes it because OCSP is a soft failure. Disconnect internet also fixes it." So see, okay, so this is interesting, is that if you disconnect your system from the internet, the apps still launch somehow. But if you're connected, it has to make this call home before it'll launch them.
Oh, that's just so dumb.
I don't understand that.
Online DRM was never a good idea.
I don't think it's a DRM. I think what it is it's a trusted certificate that says, hey, this app is actually genuine.
Why do they need to know that? What do you mean genuine?
Well, saying that it's not a hacked version of it.
Apple approves that I can run this? What if I want to run it anyway, whether or not they approve of it?
Excuse me. You can, and there's a way around it, but Apple's going to pop up a giant warning message that says, "Hey, your computer's going to blow up if you..." Okay, not really.
You're going to get hacked.
Basically. So Apple's status site notes that the company have resolved an issue earlier that day that may have prevented users from downloading macOS software updates, although it hadn't been confirmed that the Big Sur update was the cause of the outage. The company also reported issues with iMessage and full-blown outages with maps, routing, and navigation, as well as its traffic tracking, which may have been related to the OCSP failure as well. Really? I didn't realize that Apple actually hosted all that stuff on their own. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but wouldn't you outsource? Well, I guess they're in. They're not quite so happy with Google right now.
No, they're not.
So, yeah. Mac and iOS developer Panic reports collaborates. Wait, what? Corroborates the report, noting that the down service had disabled Apple's Gatekeeper technology, which checks validity. Oh, here we go. It checks validity of apps.
Validity?
Yeah, or validity. Thank you. Yep, of apps when you try to launch them. So that's what that phone home service is. Panic also reports that the issue appears to be resolved, but it's not clear if things have totally cleared up for everyone yet. So there you go. I don't agree with this. And again, I think it's funny that Apple promotes such this this culture of, oh, your privacy, right? And then yet, every time you launch an app, it sends your information back to Apple servers. And apparently, there is something built into that as well that somehow can actually bypass VPNs.
Very cool.
Yeah. So the solution? Just don't buy Apple products.
Don't buy Apple products, yeah, pretty much.
Again, I'm going to be torn because when it comes time for a new tablet, come on, Android developers, you need to get your stuff together. That is the one Apple product that I think Apple still has a good stronghold on, is the iPad. But beyond that, yeah, no, I'm not into it. So, let's see. YouTube. Oh, oops. That's not the story I wanted. I wanted the one about Ring doorbells. Which has disappeared on me. Let's see here. Copy link. Ooh. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so Zach, Ring video doorbells have been recalled over fire concerns.
Gotta wonder how that happened.
I bet you it's due to library. I bet you it's due to lithium-ion batteries. I don't know. I might be wrong.
Why do they have batteries?
Because it's a smart doorbell, right? And not everybody has. So usually, how these things work, I think they can either use the existing wiring that you have for a doorbell in your home, but
there must be some kind of wiring if you have a doorbell,
right? But not all homes have doorbells. Like our house doesn't have a doorbell, so
I suppose
unless I want to run wiring out to one to power it, which I probably would.
I just find it kind of ridiculous, the idea of what, like, a battery powered doorbell. Like I'm gonna go and change the batteries in my doorbell. Like,
they exist.
What? Why? Okay, sure. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy.
You gotta get power to these things somehow.
Of course you do.
So Amazon smart home brand Ring has issued a recall on around 350,000 of its second generation video doorbells sold in the U.S. over fire and burn concerns, according to a notice published by the U.S. Consumer Production Safety Commission. Ring has received 23 reports of doorbells igniting and causing minor property damage and 8 reports of minor burns. Ring site says affected doorbells do not need to be returned, but that users should follow their updated instructions.
That's pretty funny.
Updated instructions. Let's see here. Download the manual. Ring video doorbell, second generation. Ring products are designed for easy setup and use. To find the user manual for your Ring, blah, 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 blah. Okay, secure your video doorbell. Oh. So maybe people are, I see. It looks like people are maybe using the wrong screw and puncturing something that they shouldn't be. They say if the doorbell is installed correctly with the proper screws provided, there is no risk to consumer or potential hazard present. So there's a security screw that comes with it that you're supposed to use to secure the doorbell so people can't just take it. But it's possible that maybe some people are using like a wood screw. And I'm sure they put wood screws in the box because so you can mount the thing. So I bet you that's what the issue is. Yeah, although Ring says there's no risk if the doorbell is installed correctly, the CPSC notes that the device can overheat if the wrong screws are used. Yep, there you go. Ring says that it received 85 incident reports of people using the incorrect screws, which could damage the doorbell's battery. There you go! Ring has put out an updated set of instructions for its video doorbell, which specifically warns users not to use any screws other than the smart security screw to secure the video doorbell to the bracket. There you go. Some of these video doorbells have a battery in them so that if somebody takes the doorbell, it'll continue to record for a little bit as they're walking away with your doorbell.
Wouldn't buy one of these personally. Just weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it's kind of funny. It's very funny. But let's see here. Getting into, there hasn't been a lot of great stuff in the news, so this is going to be a short show this week. But anyway, moving into Microsoft news for this week. So, Microsoft has recently launched like some Xboxes and things like that, like the new Xbox or whatever. And Microsoft has now made an Xbox Series X fridge that it's going to be giving away.
All right, sure, I guess.
Oh, goodness. So, yeah, no. Here we go. Oh, goodness. Hold on. Let's see here. Here you go, Zach.
This is okay. I guess. Sure.
That's much bigger than I was expecting it was going to be. I mean, the box is interesting. How long is this video? 3 minutes? What the heck? I mean, it does look like a giant Xbox box.
Well, that's probably what it's supposed to look like, wouldn't you say?
Oh, here it goes. Oh, they put a creaking door sound effect in. I love that. It lights up.
Do you think it's gamer red?
No, it's green.
Oh, what? Gamers don't like green. What? It's insane.
It does look like an
Don't play on
Xbox.
that.
I mean, the concept's kind of cool. There you go, Zach.
This is truly pointless, but alright, I mean, good execution.
You must be on quite the journey.
Where are we?
Are these like stereotypical like gamer foods in here?
The line between light and dark is
It's
so
honestly
very
too
thin.
small for me to even see.
Need to fight.
They got Monster in there.
Oh, that's a stereotype.
City in the world to be made.
I find energy.
Nachos.
I mean, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that. Yeah, these are. I don't see any like Mountain Dew and Doritos.
Yeah, I didn't see any of that either.
Unfortunate. Those are the only things they needed to put in there if they wanted to appeal to the gamers. But I mean, really though, it's not red, so they're already not appealing to the gamers.
I don't think red is like Xbox colors though.
No. Look, red is for gamers though. Okay.
Well, that is true.
I know that because every product out there that's like made for gamers, it's always red, okay? Except Razer, they're stupid. I think green is for gamers? No.
Oh, goodness gracious. All right, well,
But actually, why isn't it RGB?
maybe it is. I doubt it though.
It could be.
Microsoft first revealed the Xbox Series X nearly a year ago, and the internet went wild and immediately compared it to a fridge. Oh. And a meme was born, and Microsoft embraced it to reassure all of us that the Series X is in fact smaller than a fridge. Microsoft has now embraced the meme even further and actually created an Xbox Series X fridge. Okay.
Well, sure, I guess. Some fun PR.
It's a 1-to-1 scale replica of the Xbox Series X, measuring more than 6 feet tall and weighing 400 pounds. Dang. Okay, I thought
fridges are heavy. I mean,
well, that's true.
That's a thing.
I'm more surprised at the fact that it's 6 feet tall. I thought it was gonna be more like one of those mini fridges, but no, it's like almost like a standard fridge size. It even has an Xbox logo at the front that lights up, and the Xbox Series X boot sound fires up when you use the disk drive slot to open the fridge door. You've got to be kidding me.
All right.
Yep, the fridge glow is green inside because, why not? Well, Microsoft values the fridge at $499, the same price as the Xbox Series X. You're not going to be able to purchase one. Instead, Microsoft is giving away one of the Xbox Series X fridges in a competition, with a winner being picked on November 4th.
I'm sure you could sell that for a lot more.
I'm sure you could too. Yep, so that already closed a couple weeks ago, but Microsoft delivered one of those special fridges to Snoop Dogg last week. The rapper and movie star has been an Xbox owner for years, and he also gets annoyed with Xbox Live outages. Let's hope the fridge keeps his munchies cool, otherwise he'll be threatening to leave for PlayStation again.
Oh no!
Goodness.
I don't
gracious.
care.
Oh, let's see. YouTube went down around the world the other day, but now it's fixed.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
So this was on Wednesday night because we were having youth group, and coincidentally, we're moving some equipment around. We're going to move our networking equipment around. So what I did is we had our main connection that comes in from outside, and that terminated to a Keystone jack that was in a box, right? Well, I wanted to use the Keystone in our new location, so I ended up pulling that Keystone off, right? And then just crimping a RJ45 end on. And then putting a coupler on there. And that's going to be temporary, right? Well, I thought at first that maybe I had just not crimped that RJ45 on very well. And then it occurred to me that the religious education coordinator was pulling kids out of classes to do a Zoom session with like one of the other parishioners that doesn't get out very often. And so I was like, well, that worked just fine. So our internet must be fine. But yeah, we were having trouble like getting to like YouTube and all this other stuff. I was like, what the heck is going on? So turn off my Wi-Fi, turn on my data, still have the same problem. I'm like, it's got to be an issue on YouTube's end. So
the only reason I noticed it was because somebody asked me, hey, does YouTube work for you? I was like, well, it seems like it works. And then I tried to play a video and I couldn't play a video. So.
Yeah, you can always play the ads.
Oh. Well, I have a certain piece of software that makes sure I never have to look at those.
But anyway, yeah, so YouTube has recovered from a seemingly worldwide outage that prevented videos from loading for roughly an hour. During the outage, many of the Verge staff were unable to watch videos, and YouTube confirmed at 7:23 p.m. Eastern Time that something was going on. Let's see. So the issue appeared to affect other services that also use the YouTube infrastructure as well, including YouTube TV and the movies and TV shows that you purchase through Google TV, formerly known as Google Play TV, or Play Movies and TV. Yeah. Cool. So that's the thing that happened. And let's see here. So Apple has delivered 3 new computers, their new MacBook Air, the new entry-level 13-inch MacBook Pro, and a new Mac Mini. And presumably, I believe all these are running on the new, the new M1 Mac processor, which is their new, like, ARM-based silicon.
Oh yeah, that's a new thing, isn't it?
Processor. So I don't know if we have, like, benchmarks out yet or anything like that, but anyway. Yeah, so that's a thing that happened. But yeah. Anyway. Cool. Well, I really don't have much else for the show this week. Pretty light week in tech news.
That was really short.
Yeah, I know. We don't normally go that short, but I don't really have that much. So anyway, yeah, so with that, we're going to call our show, and we will see you next week.